Sofirn Wessex Plays. Thanks for joining me again. I've been approached by another flashlight company to review a torch. So this is a Sofirn. It's quite an elegant looking thing. It's called an ST1. So let's open it up and do a first impression, initial look at them. So it's a nice box. Pull drawers open. I shall do my usual thing and try not to use too many of the elements of the instruction manual and just try and figure it out as we go. So we have a charging area at the back there. Okay. So angled metal construction. Okay. Now I can't see. Beautiful. There is a warning on the front saying hot. Wow. ST1, so probably needs charging. So I shall give it a charge and see you in a while. Welcome back. So I've charged them all up. And I've used it over the last couple of days. This is a couple of days later now. So I've used it at work, and I've been out and about around the estate at night using it. So talking through its features, if you want to have a look at the actual design of it, you can see it's quite sleek and slim. So my initial thing was, I wonder if they've got a lock-in function, because in a pocket, you'll hit the on and off button. So they do have a lock-in feature. So turn it on and off with the lock with double tap. So it's now on. So if you want to double tap it when it's off, so it's off. So if you want to turn it so it's locked, i.e. you can't accidentally turn it on, the green light shows, and now it's locked. So if that's in your pocket, you can't turn it on. Okay, if you want to turn it back on again, like you want to use it, take it out of your pocket, double tap, and you can cycle through. The features, let's see, the light settings, there's a low, a medium, and a high, and then a turbo, but there's also a moonlight. Now the moonlight, from off, there's your locking function, is you put your finger on it and hold it for 2 seconds. So that's a moonlight sort of setting, so it's very, very low. It's not actually low, it's moonlight. Now when I go out at night, and you'll see the film in a second, I'm only using low, medium, high and turbo, not moonlight. So I'll fit that in now. Okay, so this is medium, high, low. I mean, low is enough to just see where you're going. There we are on the floor. Medium, high, turbo. So let's go to a footpath. that's low. Low, medium. That's a torch this big. Medium, high, turbo. Wow. Low, not quite enough to see where you're going. Go on to medium, that's more than enough. It's a bit of a jump, to be honest, from low to medium. A bit of a jump. But hey, very impressive for such a small torch. It does get warm in your hand. Anyway, back inside. Okay, welcome back. So you can understand that the actual moonlight function, that would be if you were like camping at night and you don't want to even go to low from pitch black. It's just too much for your eyes to cope with. Just for looking in bags and stuff in a pitch blank tent, you've got that super low function, the moonlight function. As for the rest of the design of the torch, I found it quite handy for a messenger bag. It slips in quite great because it's got that slim profile, so it put itself in the side pocket of a messenger bag to use at work. Because it's not cylindrical, it doesn't roll away, so I could turn it on, put it on whatever power I was after, put it down on a shelf, rummage around in what would be dark, but now I can see, and it won't roll anywhere, which is a good idea for sometimes. The actual power itself, the only thing that I found was a bit odd, from low to medium was a hell of a jump. So you look at the settings, the high is about 700, the medium is about 350, but the low is like 20. The moonlight was like 1 or 2. There's a big jump from low to medium, and on medium you can actually feel it getting warm on the end. Obviously because there's not much thinning, there's no sort of cooling effect, of which normally those cylindrical torches with the high amount of machining grooves can dissipate the heat a little bit easier. Plus it's from the LED to the sort of like the chassis of it, the body of it, there's not much room to get rid of the heat. So you can actually feel it warm in your hands. So you'll be holding it more there, and you would feel where the grooves are and take that as a sort of gauge as to where the hot end would be. So a bit like a soldering iron, when you've got your hand on the handle of a soldering iron, as it goes towards the hot end, it flares out and has ribs on it, so your body, your fingers feel, once you're sort of approaching those grooves, not to put your fingers further end down the hot end. So that's what I would think those grooves are for, not necessarily for cooling. It's just an indexing feel, so your fingers aren't near the hot end of the torch. Enjoyed using it. Very sleek, very weighty. There's a lot of battery in there. Took a while to charge up, so it seems to have a long amount of power in it. I've been using it for work, no problems. It's just once you get into the cycling of the powers, low, medium, high, turbo. Alright, so you've got those 4 settings, and just like everyone's, has got that memory function. So if you left it on low, medium, high, low, you turned it off, when you turn it back on again, it's on low, and that would be more than enough to look around in things. If you're going around down a path, like walking at night, go to low, go to medium, plenty of power. The lanyard's good enough. I like it, the fact that it's got a long amount there, just to put even a gloved hand through the strap. Some of these straps, the cleat would be sort of there, and even my medium-sized hand sometimes would have trouble getting in, and if it was gloved it would really struggle, but the actual lanyard itself is quite large. Get in and out. So thanks to Sofirn for sending that. Great little torch, easy to suss out. The instruction manual, once I'd actually read it, I thought, yeah, basically what I fudged my way through, but I did actually find a moonlight setting. It's a press and hold. So if you're middle of the night, find that button, press and hold for 2 seconds, and you've got the lowest of low settings, just to rummage around in a pitch black so you don't burn your eyeballs out. Thank you much. Scott Wessex blades out, ST1, and there should be a coda link in order to find the product on Amazon, I think it is. Wessex blades out. Let's see you on the next one, and yeah, time to rock out, I think.